people here, they get me really, like they get me because like they go through the same thing as I do.
Savannah! I'm with Front Porch Improv, and we're back to do another fundraiser for Front Porch A.C.T.S.
Front Porch A.C.T.S is a trauma-informed program that lasts for 8 weeks where we take students through a curriculum that is based off of therapeutic objectives, where we teach students important social and emotional skills.
Some of the tools we teach in this program that I think are the most helpful are a lot of the emotional languages we give to kids, this glossary of different terms.
It's more so teaching them actually what those words concretely mean and what those words mean when they're actually put into action.
We go in and we try and teach emotional regulation and, conflict resolution skills, lessons that you may learn naturally, but we're trying to give them to them.
What does this feeling mean for me? What is this thing that I'm feeling in my body connected to? And if they can recognize it in themselves through the scene work, they also can learn to recognize it in others.
We are so excited that we got to do so much incredible work last year. In just the years 2024 and 2025, we reached almost 1,000 kids with our program here in Savannah.
I just enjoy seeing my kids finally, be a kid. Sometimes the kids, they can have worries or, just be apprehensive to just let themselves go.
Front Porch is really amazing because I think they add this equalizing opportunity in a very safe space for the students to be themselves and see their classmates in a different light.
The youth in the city don't really have a lot of outlets. They don't really have a lot of safe spaces and places where they can go.
We go to a lot of different types of schools, and a lot of different types of schools have different needs. The kids in Building Bridges and the kids in Path Forward have experienced kind of like the heaviest stuff, honestly.
1 in 4 teenagers have been diagnosed with a mental illness.
Kids are facing some really unique challenges today.
Not to bring everything back to social media or the internet.
Social media is a big thing. I got to live up to this and I got to be that person.
But they're also constantly on demand and constantly in a comparative framework through social media with each other.
Cyberbullying is one of the biggest things that kids are struggling with.
There's been a decent amount of bullying in our school.
Like self-confidence, anxiety, depression, all that.
We're talking about 12-year-olds being in these types of situations. I've been a mental health counselor therapist for 12 plus years, and sometimes it's even uncomfortable for myself.
Vulnerability is dangerous to some of these youth because they have to put on a certain persona to survive in the neighborhoods they live in. That's what they've been taught. That's what they grow up around.
If they are going to open up to us or even believe some of the things that we say, they're going to have to trust us. One thing we try not necessarily be like an authority figure to them. We kind of want to more relate to them where they are, and that does take a little bit of time to kind of get used to that. And that's like why we play games.
When we're talking about like theater games and improv games, right? It's all about listening, and it's also all about like not judging the things that you're saying.
Older kids love it. I think they love it because it allows them to be silly. Improv forces you to be a little weird, right? And I think it also forces you to trust one another because you are at the mercy of everyone else's ideas.
It's such a high quality program that all of this important stuff is hidden within fun.
We don't just get through the fun so we can get to the real serious stuff. The serious work of our program is fun.
Fun, laughter, and silliness is so important in this program and in life because everything is so serious. It's so serious all the time.
I used to be a really shy. I feel like I've grown into a more bubbly person.
Working with some of the kids, they surprised me a lot. And at first they seemed so anxious and afraid. But then working with them through this program, I get to see them start to find ways to talk about their feelings that I think will save them from an adulthood where they aren't able to communicate, where they aren't able to connect with each other.
I look at a lot of these kids and I see family members, I see friends that I grew up with, I see myself in them, especially, Black and brown youth in this city. There's a lot of anger. Having a person or a safe space to kind of let those feelings out, let those thoughts out, it would have helped me, and I see it helping them as well.
We're excited to tell you this past calendar year we have a new initiative. It's called the Upstanders. We don't want kids in high school or middle school to be bystanders. We need them to be upstanders. Do they have the courage, bravery, and more importantly, the skills to de-escalate the situation.
John will come in and role play, teach them how to handle difficult situations because they're in those situations each and every day.
I feel like I've learned to definitely help people with solving some problems where they can't really see the other person's side.
Well, something we learned is that to change the word.
If somebody were to call you a name, then I would just say I'm not a giraffe and they would be confused, so they would stop.
It's just been really fun talking to older and younger grades about bullying.
Schools are excited about this program and they say yes when we have the funding.
The need for our program and the desire from the community has just increased.
I mean, the nature of being a nonprofit is that you can't be everywhere at once because there's only but so much funding.
This calendar year, federal grants have been taken away. So we're going to step up together to help serve our community, our kids that need the most help.
Our hope is that tonight we could secure monthly donations. With monthly donations, that increases the longevity of this program.
If you're able to open up your wallet today, we'd be very grateful for that, because every dollar that you spend goes through Brightside, CASA, foster care community, and goes right to our workers to be able to reach the kids in Chatham County.
I want my kids definitely always ask me, are you doing trauma drama this year? When does trauma drama start? So it's definitely a program that needs to be in schools, and I would be devastated if the program went away.